You can't go and poke the eyes out of the other side every day and then walk in and say, oh, by the way, we really love you guys and would like to work with you.
On Hot Talk 560, KSFO.
Well, you heard the president's speech tonight. I wasn't as outraged as I normally get. I try to hold my fire because the fact is I felt he did exactly what we all thought he was going to do. He made a speech to cover his tracks. He made a speech so that the liberal historians will make him into the greatest president since God knows. You fill in the blank. But the fact of the matter is he's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. He's a well-known leftist, a radical. He doesn't believe in war. And here he is trying to drag us into a war in which we have no business, in my opinion. The phone number is 855-400-7282. Let's begin with our callers on the East Coast tonight on the Savage Nation. Dan on WABC, go ahead, please.
Hey, Michael, how are you? I just want to preface this by saying I typically don't believe anything that Obama says. So that's a given. What my concern is that if we don't step in situations like this, it creates a power vacuum. And then
Well, hold on. Let me take it what you said, a power vacuum. But I will remind you that acting precipitously can have us vacuumed by our own power, as has happened in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've heard the power vacuum argument, and I will remind everyone listening to this show that using power in the wrong way at the wrong time on the wrong, let us say, enemy can have us vacuumed by our own power. We got sucked into Iraq and we got nothing for it. We've got bogged down in Afghanistan, we got nothing for it. And earlier than that, we got sucked into Vietnam and we got nothing for it, but 45 to 50,000 dead and 150 to 250,000 wounded. So yeah, we got to worry about a power vacuum, but as I say, we can be vacuumed by our own sense of power. That's what we're all concerned about, Dan.
So you do feel like Syria is a trap to suck us into something bigger, that this is not...
I've heard the same rhetoric since Vietnam. It started with Johnson sending advisors to Vietnam, promising the American people there would be no troops sent in there. It started with 200 Marines, then 800 Marines. And then as they were knocked off, they sent in, 3,000, then another battalion, then another brigade, then another division. This is how wars escalate.